Could the days of natural gas be over in Cayman? Billionaire entrepreneur Sir Richard Branson is looking to wean 10 islands off the fossil fuel fix. As Cayman 27's Tammi Sulliman reports, the Cayman Islands may be one of those countries if one man has his way.
I look at all these issues as potential conflict triggers.
Nicholas Robson is a social scientist and gives energy and climate change advice to local and regional governments. He says it's time to let go natural gas.
I'm having people come to me and say, we can't afford to pay both our mortgage and our electrical bill every month. We're having to decide, do we keep the lights on this month or do we pay our mortgage?
You might have heard of this man, billionaire Sir Richard Branson.
Thank you for joining us at Creating Climate Wealth.
He thinks it's time to wage the battle against fossil fuels and has created the Carbon War Room. In fact, the UN has challenged Sir Richard to see if his theory holds water.
To take 10 regional islands off of fossil fuel completely and onto renewable energy.
Sir Richard is holding a summit in the British Virgin Islands next month to see which governments he can get on board. So far, Aruba has signed up. In the past, there were talks of a wind farm in the Cayman Islands, but that didn't take off. Mr. Robson says this time is different for two reasons. Government doesn't have to put up any capital investment, and it's Sir Richard himself who's behind the project.
The investors that Branson has lined up will put their technologies into these islands because they want them to be test beds. They want to be able to say, look at Aruba. Look at Cayman. This is what we've done.
Mr. Robson believes that Cayman can rely on a combination of wind, solar, and ocean thermal energy.
We cannot continue sending all of our hard-earned money offshore to pay for fossil fuel. We have to get off it.
And he's hoping the Cayman Islands government will rise to the challenge with Sir Richard. Tammi Sulliman, Cayman 27.
Environment Minister Wayne Panton tells us he and Finance Minister Marco Archer will attend next month's summit in the BVI. He says as to signing up, obviously those in attendance will report back to Cabinet with a recommendation, and at that point a decision will be made. He goes on to say in principle the initiative has a lot of merit. Premier Alden McLaughlin and Works and Infrastructure Minister Kurt Tibbetts have also been invited, but the Premier will be in London at the time, and Mr. Tibbetts may also have a scheduling conflict. We also reached out to energy provider CUC to get its opinion. We have no response as of yet. On the Carbon War Room site, St. Lucia, Grenada and the BVI say they are committed to signing up.